The home hailed as refined comfort represents a high watermark in purposeful, scaled-down architecture, flawlessly embodying the idea that genuine opulence stems from the quality of one's experience, rather than the quantity of one's square footage. This residence is a purpose-built sanctuary, acting as a physical realization of the Danish concept of Hygge, meticulously enhanced by a sophisticated, discerning design vocabulary. It makes a conscious departure from the typical rustic or utilitarian charm frequently associated with smaller dwellings, instead offering an atmosphere that is at once deeply nurturing and strikingly stylish. Every single design decision, spanning from the selection of core construction materials to the finest decorative accent, is strategically oriented toward promoting a feeling of unhurried tranquility and effortless sophistication, thereby establishing a private haven where occupants can fully detach from the outside world and concentrate on their inner well-being. The core element contributing to this home's potent retreat-like character lies in its masterful manipulation of light, carefully chosen textures, and a reserved color scheme. Generous windows, placed with precision and artistic intent, are utilized not merely for basic illumination, but also to cast the surrounding landscape as cinematic artwork, seamlessly integrating the calm of the natural world into the everyday domestic experience. The prevailing color palette showcases a preference for soothing, terrestrial neutrals such as soft taupes, pristine whites, and the intrinsic warmth of light-toned timber, which collectively construct a visually clean, stress-reducing backdrop. This foundational serenity is then given profound depth and essential warmth through the deliberate and strategic application of rich, tactile materials. Plush, superior-grade textiles including wool, fine linen, and even subtle leather accents are indispensable, directly inviting physical relaxation and ensuring the home's clean, defined lines never feel cold or uninviting. The entire atmosphere exudes an unforced elegance, where the mere sight of a flickering candle, a favorite armchair, or a simple view through the window is transformed into a moment of deep, restorative psychological rest. Boasting high-end fittings and cleverly integrated layouts that fully accommodate serious cooking, proper bathing, and domestic maintenance without the typical small space compromises. Storage space is managed with an elegant, almost invisible resourcefulness, being built directly into the structure's framework to safeguard the home's smooth visual flow and expansive feeling. The astute spatial planning of the layout, frequently featuring elements like a dedicated private reading nook or a beautifully constructed staircase ascending to a peaceful sleeping loft, guarantees that the compact physical dimensions are experienced as intimacy and efficiency, not restriction. This complete dedication to both elevated aesthetics and supreme practical comfort is what truly sets this miniature home apart, successfully establishing it as a perpetual, deeply inviting sanctuary. The residence, famously dubbed refined comfort, sets a new benchmark for thoughtfully conceived micro-architecture, brilliantly illustrating the contemporary truth that genuine richness lies in the caliber of one's lived moments, rather than in the measurement of one's property. This home is deliberately designed as a personal haven, serving as a concrete embodiment of the Danish Hygge ethos, which has been further elevated by a discerning and sophisticated design language. It distinctly moves away from the overly simple or rugged appearance often typical of tiny dwellings, instead presenting an environment that feels simultaneously deeply restorative and effortlessly chic. Every deliberate choice within the design, ranging from the fundamental construction materials to the smallest decorative flair, is strategically focused on fostering a feeling of unhurried calmness and quiet elegance, thereby establishing a secluded retreat where residents can truly unplug from external pressures and dedicate themselves to their inner well-being. The primary factor contributing to this dwelling's intense, retreat-like atmosphere stems from its masterful control over natural light, its calculated use of textures, and its disciplined color palette. Expansive windows, positioned with artistic foresight and exact precision, are employed not merely to brighten the space, but to frame the surrounding environment as dynamic, ever-changing artwork, seamlessly drawing the tranquility of nature into the core of the domestic experience. The dominant color scheme reveals a clear preference for calming, natural neutrals, specifically gentle, pale hues, pristine whites, and the inherent warmth of finished, light-toned timber, which collectively construct a visually harmonious and stress-reducing backdrop. This aesthetic foundation is then given substantial depth and the essential Hygge touch through the intentional and thoughtful layering of sumptuous, tactile materials. Premium quality textiles, including soft wool, breathable linen,